Hi, the SI meteorologist Paul Dorian here on Monday, December 9th. One storm is winding down and another storm is about to impact the I-95 corridor. Looks like accumulating snow on Tuesday from D.C. all the way up to New York City and Boston, perhaps on the order of 3 to 5 inches up and down the I-95 corridor. Looks like this particular storm will be primarily, if not completely, in the form of snow, as it'll be a little bit colder than the last storm. Yesterday's snowfall included some heavy banding of snow that dumped some 8 inches or so in places like South Philadelphia, across in central and southern parts of New Jersey. And this is the very latest snow depth chart for the nation as a whole. Quite impressive for this early in the season. You can see all the way down to the D.C. region, and then way down into the deep south, where they had some snow and ice over the past few days. Basically been a very cold pattern, and this snow is way above normal for this time of the year, and the cold has been way below normal for this time of the year. In fact, on Saturday morning there was a nationwide average temperature that was basically one of the fifth coldest since the year 2000 on a nationwide basis early Saturday morning. That cold will not give up its ground this week. It looks like another very cold week for much of the nation. Again, another snow event for the Mid-Atlantic region on Tuesday, and then dry and very cold for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, here's the latest surface map. Yesterday's storm is pulling off the East Coast. It was quite an interesting storm. There was really 2 phases of the storm. The snow phase during the day yesterday in the I-95 corridor, and then the ice phase last night. Some heavy banding developed, mesoscale banding, and that dumped anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow in northern Maryland, southern and central New Jersey, up into the Philadelphia region. And on either side of that heavier snow band, there was perhaps 2 to 4 inches just on the south side of that, and on the north side of that as well. Last night the temperatures aloft rose to above freezing, so the precipitation, after a lull in the action, changed to sleet and freezing rain, producing quite a crusty layer of ice on top of the yesterday's snowfall. Many power outages in the D.C. area, some branches and trees down in the Philadelphia region, but not a widespread power outage situation at all in the Philadelphia region like it has been in the D.C. region over the past several hours or so. Well, again, all this is moving on out, just some residual light rain or drizzle. Still some temperatures not far from freezing to the north and west of the I-95 corridor, so there can be still some residual freezing rain well to the north and west of the big cities for the remainder of today. Meanwhile, here's the setup getting itself organized. Another cool frontal system moves through the region later on tonight, and then moisture just rides up again out of the southwest to the northeast, right towards the Mid-Atlantic region on the day Tuesday. It looks like snow will begin during the morning hours along the I-95 corridor. Well, here's a nationwide look at the radar, and again, we've had this path of moisture coming out of the southwest towards the northeast over the past several days. Kind of a decent temperature gradient boundary zone here in the southeastern part of the country. This will act as a conduit again for more moisture that will move in our direction late tonight and manifest itself in the form of snow by early to mid-morning on Tuesday. And again, it's a fairly fast mover. It looks like the accumulating snow will be pretty much out of here by tomorrow night, but several inches are possible in and around the I-95 corridor. Well, let's focus in on the Tuesday storm. This is the very latest NAM model run, the 12Z hot off the press model run. And here again, we have this moisture right here coming again from the southwest to the northeast, ready to pounce on the Mid-Atlantic I-95 corridor after this particular time. This is the early morning hours. Snow perhaps starting off as a bit of rain or snow in the D.C. area, but then it should quickly change to snow and be primarily snow, if not completely snow, in the Philadelphia and New York City region. Now let's jump ahead 6 hours. Well, 6 hours later, by the middle of tomorrow, decent precipitation now being output by all the computer forecast models. This particular blue line right here kind of represents a range snow line, and it looks like it'll be just to the south and east of the D.C., Philly, and New York City metro regions. In other words, enough cold air in the upper part of the atmosphere and the lower part of the atmosphere to cause this to be primarily a snow event. We're looking at perhaps 2 to 4, 3 to 5 inch range up and down the I-95 corridor, again beginning in the morning hours and continuing throughout much of the day and then winding down tomorrow night. Well, here's the 12Z NAM forecast map for early tomorrow night. Precipitation starting to wind down already here. It looks like, again, a fairly fast mover in the form of snow here for the most part during the day tomorrow, and several inches of new snow possible from this storm on Tuesday. Once this passes by, it looks like dry and very cold weather for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Well, one final map I'd like to show. This is the forecast map from the 12Z NAM model run for the upper part of the atmosphere, the upper level jet stream. And what I wanted to point out is there is indeed a strong jet streak right here indicated by this blue area right here. Philadelphia is right in this region, DC right in this region, New York City. We will be on the right rear quadrant of this particular upper level jet streak, and that definitely provides some upper level support for snow in this case, and we'll have to take a look tomorrow morning to see if there are any mesoscale banding, any kind of heavier snow bands setting up. But again, another accumulating snow event headed for the Mid-Atlantic region. Looks like beginning early to mid-morning on Tuesday in D.C., then Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York City, perhaps on the order of 3 to 5 inches up and down the I-95 corridor, all supported by a strong upper-level jet streak. So stay tuned to the SIWeather.com for updates on this, but more accumulating snow on Tuesday. That's it for now. I'm the SI meteorologist, Paul Dorian.